John Mellencamp was right. Life does go on long after the thrill of living is gone. What happens when you get bored with life? Or worse, when you get bored with you? When you look in the mirror and you think, man, where did that young, optimistic stud muffin go to? And why is there hair growing out of my nose? Listen, before you trade in your minivan for that red Ferrari or get that giant back tattoo, let's just have a little talk. Come on, come with me and let's take a little walk down Puddle Road. Every summer, I go with my family to the beach. Usually, it's North Myrtle, Cherry Grove area, if you've ever been there. Well, that area is really good for finding shark teeth. See all these little black shark teeth in there? I'm telling you, at home, we have jars full of shark's teeth. My wife and kids love to hunt for them. Me, not so much, but every once in a while, they'll find a really special one. Most of them are just small and black, but every once in a while, they'll find something like this, a white one. This is one of my daughters. That means that they're not quite as old. These are pretty fresh out the mouth. Or sometimes they'll find a big old mamma jamma like that guy right there. I would not want that sinking into my leg when I'm out frolicking in the water. I think my son found this one this summer. But when we're at the beach, whether it's looking at the waves or the sunrise or the birds diving down into the water, the pelicans, or the shark teeth, there's just this feeling of wonder that comes over me, especially these guys, because when you look at these teeth, these black ones, they've been there for tens of thousands of years. You are holding in your hand tens of thousands of years of history. Like the water that's lapping up on your ankles while you're looking for these teeth is water that has been home to millions of creatures over the years. Just endless stories are hidden within that water. There's just this crazy sense of wonder that comes over me in times like that. And I'm assuming that that happens to you too, whether it's, at the beach or in the mountains or, in the woods or wherever, just walking out of your house and catching a smell of the flowers or something. There are those moments where you just filled with wonder. It's just like, wow. But I also bet that as much as you are blown away by the creation around you, you probably completely ignore the wonder that is you. St. Augustine, he was a old church father way, way, way back. He said something like this. He said, men travel abroad to wonder at the mountains and the rivers and the oceans and the stars, but they pass by themselves every day without ever wondering at all. While we're at it, I'll tell you, it would be a wonder to me if you would take a minute to like this video and subscribe to this channel. It would help me out a lot. In Psalm 139:14, David is praying to God, and he said, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And the same goes for you too. I know you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. I get it. I get it. You compare yourself to other people and you feel like you don't measure up. You're not as smart as they are. You're not as business savvy as they are. You're not as good looking as they are. You don't measure up. I get that too. But what I want you to do today is to look closer. Look deeper. I mean, really get in there. Get in there and look. What's in there? What is in you? Where do you see the special fingerprints, that special touch of God in you? What do you have that other people don't have or that other people need? And how can you use what you have to bless others and add value to the people and to the world around you? Because that is where the excitement is. If you're bored, that's where it is. That is where the opportunities lie. And it doesn't matter how simple it is. Maybe you're taking that closer look and you're like, well, I'm really good at cutting grass. Well, good. That is perfect. I know so many 20-something-year-old people who are just floating through life, who are probably really, really good at cutting grass. If that's you and that's what you're good at and that's what you find, use that. Use that to bless other people and watch it become a blessing to you. Do you know, speaking of cutting grass, do you know how much you can, someone will pay you to cut their lawn? Do you know how much you can make just cutting a lawn? And think about how much you can make then if you cut a bunch of lawns, or if you got so many lawns that you had to hire other people to cut those lawns too. Maybe that's all you got. Maybe you're just good at cutting grass, but I'll tell you what, if you use it to bless others and to add value to people in the world around you, it will become a blessing to you, whatever it is. Take a look. There is something that God has put in you. You might have to look deep. It's worth the time to look and to dig. But you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God has given you something that we all need. So take time, figure out what that is. And even if it's just with baby steps, start putting it to use. So if you're bored with life, or if you're bored with you, let's skip the back tattoo, okay? And keep seeing the wonder of God and finding His purpose as we walk together down Puddle Road.